AS Level Biology 9700 Paper 2 Variant 2 May June 2025 Second video on question number 2, and question number 2 is the transport of respiratory gases involve blood plasma and red blood cells. Red blood cells contain the globular protein, which is hemoglobin. So describe features of a hemoglobin molecule that are typical of a globular protein other than having an approximately spherical shape. So a very simple question, that is we have to describe actually the feature of the hemoglobin molecule. As you know, this is a globular protein. So hemoglobin, we can say that the hemoglobin is a classic example of globular protein, and because it possesses the following features. So first of all, it is soluble in water. So globular proteins are generally soluble in water, or I would like to write the first feature. Hemoglobin is soluble in water. It is soluble in water, and its solubility is due to the way the polypeptide chains fold, positioning hydrophilic R groups on the outside of the molecule to interact with water. Ability is due to its hydrophilic nature, due to the folding of, the you can say in this way, the R groups are folded uh, towards the water on the outside of the molecule to interact with water. Secondly, it possesses tertiary and quaternary structure. You know that hemoglobin has four polypeptide chains, two alpha and two beta chains. So the quaternary structure possesses the four polypeptide chains which have heme group inside. It has four polypeptide chains having heme group attached on each of the chain. So which is uh, prosthetic group. So uh, it has, unlike fibrous protein, globular proteins like hemoglobin have an active functional group. It has active functional group and act as transport protein for oxygen. You know, the hemoglobin transport the oxygen. So all these are the feature due to which it plays its role. Now the next part of the question is a number of substances are involved in the transport of respiratory gases. So complete table 2.1 by stating the name of the substance that matches the description of its role in the transport of respiratory gases. The first row has been completed for you. The first row has been completed for you. First of all, in the two columns, they have given us the different substance and the role in the transport of respiratory gases. So what is the role of those substance in the itself? So first of all, I would go with the first, which is which they have already given us, that is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide in the capillaries of respiring tissues combines with water to form carbonic acid. Yes, it is true. That is when carbon dioxide combines carbon dioxide plus water to form H2CO3. Carbonic acid is formed as a result of it. So the second is they have given the role. So first of all, so I will read this. In the capillaries of respiring tissues, this enters red blood cells through a membrane transport protein. So here in this scenario, uh, the substance in the capillaries of respiring tissues enters into the red blood cells through a membrane transport protein is the chloride ions. It is chloride. So why this chloride ion enters the chloride bicarbonate exchanger is there. So to why it enters over there? To maintain electrical neutrality when chloride shift takes place, when bicarbonate ion leaves. So it is to why it happens to maintain electrical so it balances the ionic nature. So next is in the red blood cells, this is formed when carbon dioxide binds to hemoglobin. When carbon dioxide binds with hemoglobin, it forms carbamino hemoglobin. So hemoglobin. It is formed when there is highest concentration of carbon dioxide in the respiring tissues and process of respiration is taking place. So at that time, the carbon dioxide binds with hemoglobin and in this way, the carbon dioxide is transported. Now the next in the alveolar layers, this combines with the hydrogen ion in red blood cells to form carbonic acid. So in the alveolar capillaries, the bicarbonate ions are there which has formed. So they will combine with the hydrogen ion in the red to form carbonic acid. So bicarbonate ions are required for this. Bicarbonate ions are required. So these bicarbonate ions will be required. They will combine with hydrogen ion in the red blood cells, and then when they will combine with the hydrogen ion, they will form the carbonic acid. Bicarbonate ions and as CO3 plus hydrogen ions, they will join together to make bicarbonate ions. So in this way, carbon to form H2CO3, H2 is to form H2CO3. So the next is in alveolar capillaries. This is formed in red blood cells as a result of oxygen binding to a heme group. So when oxygen combines or bind with the hemoglobin, it is formed as oxyhemoglobin. Next is in the red blood cells, it combines with hemoglobin to form hemoglobionic acid. So hydrogen ions, when combines with hemoglobin, they will form this homoglobionic acid because hydrogen ion is a proton. It is a proton. So when it will combine with hemoglobin, then it will be changed into hemoglobionic acid. So it was all about question number 2. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe it because in this way you will be able to watch more videos on this paper. Thanks for watching.